2026 GMC Sierra 1500 top 2 trims comparison video. If you're looking for a Denali or a Denali Ultimate, this is the right video to watch for you. To my right, I have the Denali Ultimate. To my left, I have the Denali, both of them the Sierra in 2026. I'm going to show you the differences with side-by-side comparison in pictures, and you're going to be able to see the exact differences that you get on the Denali Ultimate, and you're going to know if it's worth upgrading. The price difference first is going to be about $15,000 difference. The Denali comes at $69,400 to where the Denali Ultimate comes at $84,400, and that's the base MSRP stickers without including any packages. It happens that the Denali in our video today comes with the Denali package, which I'm going to go through all of the options that package offers, and you're going to know which one is standard and which one is an added option. Now let's go ahead and discuss a little bit about the trim levels that you get in the Sierra 1500 in 2026. You get the Pro Elevation SLE, SLT, then you get the 84, 84X, then the Denali, and then the Denali Ultimate. Now let's go ahead and discuss a little bit about the engine options that you get. In the Denali, you get standard 5.3 liter V8 10-speed automatic transmission, 355 horsepower, and 383 pound-feet of torque. You can also upgrade to the bigger brother, the 6.2 liter, or you can also get the diesel. The Denali Ultimate gets the 6.2 liter V8 10-speed automatic transmission standard, and this is going to push 420 horsepower with 460 pound-feet of torque. You can also get the diesel in this one. So the diesel option is going to be a 3.0 liter, that's a Duramax, and that's going to bring you 305 horsepower and 495 pound-feet of torque. That's huge. You cannot get 5.3 on the Denali Ultimate, but you can get 6.2 on the Denali. The other option, you're not going to be able to get it in these two trucks. You're only going to be able to get the 2.7 liter Turbo Max in the Pro Elevation and the SLE, and that's going to bring you 310 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque. So we talked about the pricing and the engine options. Now let's discuss if you can get the rear-wheel drive. In the Denali, you do have that option, to where the Denali Ultimate does not give you the option of rear-wheel drive. You can only get the four-wheel drive. Now moving forward, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That's really going to help me out to bring you more content like this on comparisons and also individual reviews. This is the Car Compass, and my name is Sandu. I'm going to present you this comparison today. Also, this video is filmed in 4K. Make sure you adjust your YouTube settings to watch this at the highest quality. A big thank you and a shout out to Reliable Buick, Cadillac, and GMC here in Roseville, California for providing me with both of these trucks for the review. The reason I'm carrying this measuring tape with me is because once we get in the cargo or the bed, I'm going to give you some measurements into inches for the height and the width of that bed, so you know exactly what you can fit or how much you need to load something in that bed. Now moving forward, let's start with the first differences for the front. The biggest difference, and the only one for the front here, is going to be the scheme color. You're going to get the dark chrome on the Denali Ultimate, which is also called Vader chrome, to where on the Denali all you get is just this chrome, regular chrome. A lot of chrome on this car. They both come with the 360 camera, recovery hooks, LED, parking sensors, active air vents, and so on. Those are similarities. One other option that also pertains to the front here a little bit is the Super Cruise that you're going to see inside for the Denali Ultimate, to where the Denali does not get that option. Now moving to the side, but before moving to the side, I want to give you some information about the GMC Sierra. First offered in 1988, and these in our video today are going to be the 5th generation. And now, because this Denali is equipped with the Denali Reserve package, let me tell you exactly what that Denali Reserve package brings. It's going to be the digital rear view mirror, heads-up display, the multi-pro power assist step, the moonroof or the sunroof, and the last one is going to be the upgraded wheels, which are the 22. So those are upgrades together with the engine and the exhaust tips. Those are not standard. So we're not going to include, I'm going to include them, but I'm going to let you know that those are not standard. And now let's go ahead and give you differences for the side. And the first difference you're going to see is going to be the badging. On the Ultimate, everything is going to be blacked out, the 6.2 liter and everything else, to where on the Denali you're going to have it in red, and you do have the V8 extra on that badging. Now the other difference is going to be your wheels. 20-inch wheels and rims on the Denali to where the Denali Ultimate gets a 22-inch, and that is standard. Don't forget that this upgrade on the Denali in our video today is because of that Denali Reserve package. Now, the Denali Ultimate will bring you a Bridgestone, a lens, and the exact size is going to be 275 by 50 by 22. And it happens that the rubber in our video today for the upgrade on the Denali is exactly the same one. Next difference is going to be your air ride suspension on the Denali Ultimate to where the Denali gets the magnetic ride suspension. So that's another difference. And now let's go ahead and talk about this multi-pro power step. And let me go ahead and give you some information. Once you open this door and this power step comes out, you do have the option to kick a button right here, and that's going to push this power step all the way there, and you can go and access your bed. So that's a feature for Denali Ultimate as standard, but it just happens that our Denali in our video today comes with the Denali package, and that's going to bring you this feature as well. So hopefully I explained that well enough. And now the next difference you're going to find is going to be the heads-up display. Denali Ultimate gets a heads-up display as standard to where the Denali only gets it if you get the Denali Reserve package. The next difference is going to be your moonroof or sunroof. That also is standard on the Denali Ultimate to where the Denali only gets it if you get another package. So those features that pertains to the Denali Reserve package, I was not able to find pictures to show you side by side because both of them in our video today, they come with it, but hopefully that information was good enough for you so you know which one is standard and which one is not. Now let's go ahead and talk about the dimensions. Length is going to be 231.9 inches, but if you get the long bed, then the length is going to change to 241.5 for the Sierra 1500. Your width is 81.2 inches, and that does not include the mirrors. Your height is 75.5 inches. Your wheelbase is 147 inches, and then again, if you get the long bed, that wheelbase is gonna change to 157. Then your ground clearance is 8.1. And now let's go ahead and talk about the bed options. You do have two options, the 5.8 bed size or the 6.8, and we're gonna talk about the cubic feet of space and the dimensions once we go in the back. And now we're done with the front and the side. Let's go ahead and discuss the rear. And now continuing here in the rear to see what differences are between the Ultimate and the Denali with the $15,000 difference in pricing. The first one you're going to see is going to be the GMC badging. On the Denali Ultimate is going to be blacked out to where on the Denali is just a red traditional badging. The next one is going to be your exhaust tips. These are standard in the Denali Ultimate and these are optional on the Denali. It happens to have it today because it's an upgraded package. It's not part of the Denali Reserve package. It's added on top of that. The next difference you're going to see is going to be once we open this multi-pro tailgate, you're going to see the kicker sound system right there for the step. And let me go ahead and show you that this Denali in our video today does not get the option of that kicker sound system for the multi-pro tailgate. So that's going to be another difference. And then the last difference here in the rear is going to be that digital rear view camera that you're going to find above your rear window. You do not have that standard in the Denali, but you do get it standard in the Denali Ultimate. It just happens that in our video today, this Denali has it because of the Denali Reserve package. So hopefully I didn't lose you there with so much information. That Denali Reserve package really threw me off, but I couldn't find another truck that didn't have it. So hopefully you guys understood exactly what came standard and what was optional. Also, in the Denali, people are saying online that the Denali Ultimate gets the Carbon Pro composite bed, which is pretty much the spray-on bed liner. But I looked at the Denali and they both come with the same exact bed. So there is no difference as far as the interior goes. You do have the 120 volt outlet on the passenger side, 3 hooks for each corner, and then your bed lights, and that's pretty much it. Nothing else is different there. Let me give you some measurements into inches. And you're looking right now at the Denali Ultimate, and if you have the standard bed, you get 62.9 cubic feet of space, and then if you have the long bed, you get 71.7 cubic feet of space. The first step right here is going to bring you a height of 20.5 inches right there, and then if you go all the way up to your tailgate, that's going to bring you about 35.5 inches right there. And then from left to right, your entrance, and I understand that's not between your wheel well trims, that's going to bring you 59.5. Let me see if I can reach and give you in between that. That's going to be 51 inches. And both of these are the 5'8" feet size in bed. So now we are done with the outside differences. Let's go ahead and discuss interior differences. Now I'm sitting inside the Denali Ultimate, and I'm not going to go in the Denali because I'm going to show you those pictures side-by-side comparison so you can visualize, and I think that's a better option. Hopefully at the end of this video you're going to say this was a very good waste of my time. Not really waste, because you're going to learn a lot of things between differences in these two cars, but still I hope you're going to say it was a good video. Now first, legroom. I'm going to give you for the front 44.5, and then for the rear 43.4. That's your legroom. I'm 6 feet tall. This is how much space I have in this Denali Ultimate, same as the Denali, absolutely no difference. The first difference that I'm gonna give you for that $15,000 is going to be the seating surface. You get leather in the Denali versus full grainy leather in the Denali Ultimate, and this also comes with the Alpine Umber leather. So that's one. The second is going to be the way you're going to adjust your seat. 16-way versus 12-way in the Denali. 16-way for the Denali Ultimate, obviously. And then the third option for the seat is going to be the massage that you get in the Denali Ultimate, to where the Denali does not offer you the massage. And now moving forward, the badges. You're going to have a badge for the backrest, a badge for the sill plate, and also another badge for the door panel, and that's going to say Ultimate and then Denali. That's your difference. Next differences is going to be for the dashboard. You're going to have different inlays here, and also your wood trim is going to look different between Denali Ultimate and then Denali. But everything else for the dashboard is going to be the same, with your glove compartment for the top here, and then lockable glove compartment for the bottom. There you go. That's similar. Next difference is going to be your Bose audio system, which in the Denali Ultimate you're going to get the 12 speakers with the surround sound, and you're going to see the biggest difference in the rear door, where you do have the extra speaker, and I'm going to show you that also when I get in there. Here, as far as the infotainment screen goes, no difference for the interface, no difference for the option. They both come with the 360 camera, with the map, Apple CarPlay, and all that technology. This is your interface. This is how it looks. Let me show you the camera. There you go. Multiple angles, 360, a bunch of technology here. Very cool looking, high quality. And now the next difference you're going to see here is going to be the heated steering wheel button that you're going to find right here. Everything else here is the same, no other differences. And then here is going to be your armrest, just the leather difference and the design, but everything else you do have the same as far as the 120 volt outlet, USB-C, USB-A, and a lot of storage right there. Another USB-C and a USB-A right there as well. The next difference is going to be your digital rear view mirror. This is standard in the Denali Ultimate, to where the Denali this gets it as a package because of that reserve. And then your sunroof or moonroof is also standard in the Denali Ultimate, to where on the Denali is also optional. So there you go. Those are your differences for here. And then your headliner is also going to be different. The Denali Ultimate gets this suede looking like headliner, to where the Denali is just a regular fabric. And now the steering wheel is going to bring you two differences. That's going to be your inlay right here, a darker inlay for the Denali Ultimate, and then your Super Cruise, which is a very nice safety feature to have. You do have it in the Denali Ultimate, or the Denali, you need to add another package in order to get that. And then the heads-up display, let me go ahead and show it to you from inside. This is standard in the Ultimate, and then you do have the buttons right here for that heads-up display. Left side of this steering wheel is absolutely no difference. You do have the same buttons in both of them, and then the steering wheel column is going to be electrically controlled. And then the difference here for the door panel for the driver, you're going to see it for that leather wrapping with the white stitching, with the Ultimate badge, and then the wood inlay. Pretty much that's it. The Bose sound system here for the door is the same. You're going to see extra speakers around the car. Now we're done with the front. Let's go ahead and take a look at the second row seating. Now second row seating, continuing with the differences for the $15,000 difference in pricing. Let me remind you the space test. 43.4 inches of legroom, plenty of legroom, plenty of headroom, absolutely no issue in this Sierra 1500, regardless if you get the Denali or the Ultimate. The first difference is going to be the bench with the full leather Alpine Umber leather in the Ultimate, where the Denali gets just the leather, and you're not gonna see the stitching, and you're not gonna see this beautiful brown color. Next difference you're gonna see in the pocket design right here with the white stitching on the backrest of those front seats. And then another difference is going to be your Bose sound system that you get for those speakers for the rear door, to where the Denali does not get that surround sound. And also the headliner, you can see it a little bit better from back here. That's another difference. As far as the center console goes, you do have heated seats for both of them, 2 USB, one C, one A, and then 2 air vents, nothing else. As far as the bench goes, you do have an armrest in both of them, 3 cup holders. The way you're going to control this bottom is you pull up, you get access to more storage for both of them, just like that. And this is plenty of room. Then you pull a little bit harder, and they both have storage, pretty much a hidden compartment right here for both sides, the right and the left. And now we are at the end of this comparison. Here's the MSRP sticker first to the Denali, starting price at $69,400. Then you do have the reserve package, you do have the extra cost for the exterior paint, you do have the upgrade engine, the upgrade exhaust. That's going to take you to a different number. And now here's the MSRP sticker for the Ultimate, which starts at $84,400, $15,000 difference. You pause the video, take a good look at those MSRP stickers, you let me know how I did. Let me know if I missed any of the differences between these two. I think I was pretty close to finding all of them. I did a lot of research online as well, and then in person here, so hopefully you appreciate the effort. You let me know in the comment section below if I did any mistakes, and I would get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.